Welcome back, everyone. Taking a look at another beer that Stone sent my way. This is the 2019 edition of their Wootstout. This is the first time they've ever canned it as well. And this beer comes out every July well, it has been coming out every July recently in conjunction with Comic-Con, which is located in San Diego every year. And they do a big, they call it HopCon at the Stone Liberty Station by the airport, which is near downtown, is one of the events before or during Comic-Con week. It might be before the actual Comic-Con starts. But anyway, Wootstout, 11.5%. A quarter of this beer gets barrel aged, so it's a blended beer. They've changed up the participants every year. This is back to being Drew Curtis, Will Wheaton, and Stone's Greg Cook. Stout brewed with pecans, wheat, and rye. The recipe's varied a little bit depending on who's involved, but I'm assuming this is kind of the at least the original recipe, at least the original idea with those three ingredients. And this has always been one of the better Stone beers in my opinion. I really like Stone stouts between this, the Russian Imperial Stout, the Riss, which is now been rebranded, and I can't remember the name off. Totalitarian, that's it. And Shokoveza, the beer that my buddy Chris Banker did with them. Those are, in my opinion, three of Stone's better beers, and they're all their dark beers. So this is kind of on the cooler side. I left the can out in the sun, which is nice. Can't do that with a bottle to warm up on this hot day. But I got it poured out. It's pretty much black, brown tan head, some legs. The aroma's a little muted since it's on the cooler side, but yeah, I'm getting a little of the, well, kind of the base stout, which is chocolate, kind of like a cherry, dark berry note, some bready sweetness. I am picking up on the pecans. You get a little bit of nuttiness to it. I pick up like a slight smokiness, a little bit of like a char smokiness that might be coming from that barrel aged portion. A little bit of like a caramel sweetness. So yeah, you can pick up notes. The aroma doesn't scream that there's partially barrel aged beer in there, but if you dive in and really pay attention, you can pick them out. Yeah, some bitter roast kind of. Yeah, like bitter roasted coffee, so it doesn't smell too sweet, which is nice. A lot of these newer stouts, far too sweet, so it smells on the drier side. Let's check it out. Cheers. Yeah, that's great. Yeah, pick up the barrel aging on the finish. It's not an overly roasty stout, but you're still getting some roasted kind of bitter notes to it. It's definitely got a nice chocolate component. I get this nice cherry note in there. Kind of like dark berries, kind of blackberry-like. The finish has this bourbony, oaky, slightly smoky note to it. Yeah, lingering around, some alcohol warmth. Yeah, almost like like some of these modern modern generation coffee roasters. They go with a kind of a lighter, more medium roast. It has like a lot of like red berry notes to it. It's kind of what I'm getting in this beer, so it kind of has that that sort of coffee aspect to it. There's a little bit of like a brown sugary that's sort of verging into like caramel, and yeah, another good addition. I have a feeling these days that people think this beer is probably too thin because It's probably well more attenuated than a lot of these more modern pastry stouts, dessert stouts, whatever you see around these days. This is still like beer forward, even though they're adding in the pecans and the rye and wheat kind of helps out with the mouthfeel. And actually, now I think about it, I want to see if there's a little bit of a hop note in it being stone. Yeah, there's a bitter note that I think might not necessarily be coming from the roasted malts. It's some hop bitterness to it, and I think that kind of keeps it in check as well, whereas a lot of the other beers are a lot lower hopped. They tend to be on the sweeter side. So it's a big beer. It's got a little warmth to it. The nice part about this is it's got some aged beer in it, so it drinks pretty damn well fresh. I'm drinking it about a couple months after it got canned. It was canned back in May, so it's got a few months of age to it. But yeah, this is one you can age, drink fresh. Be curious to see how it ages in the can. I did get the Espresso Totalitarian cans, threw them in the back of my fridge, been slowly drinking through my 6 packs of that beer, and it's held up really well being a coffee beer. So I expect this one to do the same. So yeah, Wootstout, it's always got different artwork on it, and always look forward to this beer every year. I think it's one of Stone's better beers, and yeah, I'm looking forward to more Stone Stouts in the future, hopefully. So until next time, cheers.